Beatz and Timbaland never seem to disappoint when it comes to their creativity. During this quarantine, we've seen so many artists go live on Instagram, but these two decided to one-up everyone by creating a new trend of virtual beat battles. It's been about a month now since these talented producers have began their new Verzuz series. These battles reimagine the DJ face-offs that ran through the early days of hip-hop, in which two artists go head-to-head and compete for the better set. Now this stems all the way back to 2017. Swizz Beatz challenged Timbaland to a beat battle in which Timbaland fiercely accepted.
Swizz, you have woken up Timbo slow. Challenge accepted. I'm with the smoke. That's right. You hear that Game of Thrones? You have woken up the king.
Now at the time, fans were excited, but no one really had an idea when the said Beats battle would go down. All the two could comment was that it would be worth the wait when it actually did happen. Well, finally, a year later in 2018, the two got their chance when Swizz Beatz brought out Timbaland on the Hot 97 Summer Jam stage in New Jersey, where the two battled it out in a 15-minute war, with Swizz Beatz promising that a rematch is on the way.
Make some noise for Timbo! New York! And this is to be continued. I ain't finished with the ass whooping, and I guess he ain't. It's too much catalog. New York City, Jersey, Summer Jam. We love y'all.
Once again, fans had no set date to look forward to, and in fact, so much time went by that I'm sure most people even forgot this promised rematch. Up until March 24th, 2020, when the duo decided to kick off their battle series in the midst of quarantine.
Attention, attention, attention. 10 o'clock if you're on the East Coast, 7 o'clock if you're on the West Coast. It's official. We doing this for the culture. Me and Swizzy gonna go at it. 10 o'clock, baby. IG Live. I done had that red blood in me. Ooh, it's gonna be a good one. 10 o'clock.
The two ditched the stage and used social media as their playing space, giving tons of hip-hop heads and even those simply looking for entertainment a lighthearted distraction from the pandemic going on. And in true Verzuz battle fashion, the series was to be continued, only this time fans didn't have to wait close to a year. In the past month, Timbaland and Swizz Beatz have been instigating follow-up battles from some of hip-hop's greatest artists. So far, we've seen stars like Boy Wonder vs. Hit Boy, The Dream vs. Sean Garrett, Neo vs. Jonta Austin, Ryan Tedder vs. Benny Blanco, Manny Fresh vs. Scott Storch, DJ Premier vs. RZA, T-Pain vs. Lil Jon, and Babyface vs. Teddy Riley. Since it looks like we won't be allowed to leave our homes anytime soon, it's likely these battles will continue to go on. And that's why I've decided to put together a list of artists from producers to singers that I'd like to see go head-to-head in a music battle. I'm Aaliyah B, and here are my top 5 Verzuz battle candidates. One of my first dream matchups is London on the Track versus Metro Boomin. Now these two producers have completely changed the game when it comes to mainstream trap music. We've seen these two elevate the ATL music scene and work with some of hip-hop's biggest stars, from 21 Savage to Gucci Mane to Drake. And one of the main reasons why I'd like to see them go head-to-head is because I think they'd probably try to one-up each other by spilling previews of unreleased music. Next on my list is yet another set of producers, Mike Will Made It versus Mustard. Now these two have been a staple in hip hop for the past several years and are responsible for most of our biggest hits. Mike Will gave us unforgettable records that peaked the charts like Black Beatles by Ray Shremmerd and Humble by Kendrick Lamar. Mustard gifted Angelenos with YG's My Crazy Life album and has worked with artists ranging from Rihanna to Nipsey Hussle. This is one session that I think nearly everyone would enjoy listening to, just because these two are responsible for so many popular hip-hop and R&B anthems. Drake and Pusha T have had one of the most publicized rap wars in the past several years, with jabs coming through everywhere from their songs to their social media posts, so you know everyone would absolutely love to see these two pick up where they left off and go head to head once again. But honestly, the idea doesn't sound very likely. The peak of this feud was back in 2018, and Drake recently said in an interview with Rap Radar that he is completely done with Pusha T and has no desire to make amends.
Yeah, that situation just went, it just went where it went, and it's just there's no turning back. It's not like those other situations.
Next on our list is actually two singers that I'd like to see belted out on the gram, Ty Dolla $ign and Jeremiah. Now these two have been responsible for the hooks on so many hit songs. Ty Dolla $ign brought us the 2010 hit Toot It and Boot It with YG, 2014's Or Nah with Wiz Khalifa and Mustard, and of course his 2013 track Paranoid. Jeremiah, on the other hand, brought us the 2015 track featuring YG, Don't Tell Him, as well as 2010's Down On Me with 50 Cent and the 2015 track Planes with J. Cole. This would be the most beautiful sounding battle, and the two can even wrap it up with their joint album My Tai, which was released in 2018. Up next is Kanye and Pharrell. This easily has become the most highly requested battle since this trend began. The idea has very compelling considerations on both sides. There is no denying the influence that Kanye West has had on rap. From his Soul and College Dropout, the orchestra of Late Registration, the mass appeal in Graduation, the cold electronic soundscapes and 808s and Heartbreak, the list goes on. Not to mention his work with stars like Beyonce on her hit song Party, Alicia Keys with You Don't Know My Name, and Jay-Z on his critically acclaimed album The Blueprint. Now on the other hand, Pharrell also has endless hits to play, not only solo hits like Happy, but also as one half of the Neptunes. At the prime of Pharrell and Chad Hugo's run, they were responsible for 40% of songs on the radio. So needless to say, Pharrell has lent a helping hand and has collaborated with tons of stars, from Kendrick Lamar to Migos to even Ye. That's right, the two are so seasoned that they've even collabed with each other. West and Pharrell have collaborated a few times, but most notably as the short-lived trio Child Rebel Soldier with Lupe Fiasco. Now I think this battle is the one that's most requested, not even because people want to see a winner, but more so we can all reminisce on the sounds that these two have created over the past 2 decades. Swizz Beatz is even on board and has nominated the two, however we have yet to hear a response. And lastly, I'd love to watch Kendrick and J. Cole go back-to-back in song exchanges. Now these two are comparable in the fact that they're both socially conscious lyrical geniuses. J. Cole is a man of his own that's known for impressively putting out albums that go double and triple platinum without any features, which is basically unheard of in the rap game. On the other hand, some fans say that Kendrick Lamar's Damn album put him down as one of the best rappers of all time. Kendrick made history in April of 2018 when he won a Pulitzer Prize for music on this album. It was the first time ever that a musician that wasn't of the classical or jazz genre had won. These are reasons why these two are constantly being put up against each other as the greatest lyricists in modern day hip hop, and why I think everyone would love to see them battle it out on IG Live. Now, although these two are good friends, they're both very low-key and aren't very active on social media, so a rap battle on Instagram doesn't seem like it would be their style. Maybe we're all just gonna have to wait until they finally release that joint album that has apparently been cooking since as early as 2010. And that is my top 5 list of artists that I'd love to see go head-to-head in Swizz Beatz and Timbaland's trending Verzuz battle. What do you guys think? Did I leave out some good opponents? Comment below who you'd like to see battle it out on Instagram Live during your quarantine. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll catch you all on the next episode of Aaliyah PTV.